Time is running out to get foreigners and the Afghan nationals who worked alongside them out of Afghanistan. Under the deal the Biden administration struck with the Taliban, US troops must relinquish control of the Kabul airport and leave the country by August the 31st. For now, President Biden is sticking to that timetable.
There are real and significant challenges that we also have to take into consideration. The longer we stay, starting with the acute and growing risk of an attack by a terrorist group known as ISIS-K, an ISIS affiliate in Afghanistan, which is a sworn enemy of the Taliban as well. Every day we're on the ground is another day we know that ISIS-K is seeking to target the airport and attack both U.S. and allied forces and innocent civilians.
Biden did leave some wriggle room by announcing he's also tasked the Pentagon to come up with a contingency plan to adjust the timetable if necessary. And the G7 leaders, who met virtually on Tuesday, are also working on a backup plan.
We
need to find a way to make sure that even after this deadline, it is still possible to evacuate local staffers and people in need of protection. So in this context, there is also the question of whether a civilian airport in Afghanistan could be possible. At the moment, we are in intense discussion about this.
The G7 leaders, who have frozen most Western development funding to Afghanistan, also discussed to what degree the Taliban should be recognised as an official government.
And today, the G7 agreed a roadmap for future engagement with the Taliban. So that, if those huge funds are going to be unfrozen eventually for use by the government and people of Afghanistan, then what we're saying is Afghanistan can't lurch back into becoming a breeding ground of terror. Afghanistan can't become a narco state. Girls have got to be educated up to the age of 18 and so on.
On Tuesday, the Taliban held a press conference where it said foreign countries should stop urging Afghans to leave the country. The group also made it clear it would not accept any extension to the evacuation program.
We are sending a message to the Americans again to evacuate their citizens by August 31st, while they have the means to do so. They have planes and the airport. We are not in favor of Afghans leaving, and after August 31st, we will not allow the Americans to be here.
The G7 allies say they will conduct airlifts from Afghanistan right up to the deadline. But the reality is that leaves just days before the troops running the evacuations will themselves have to start flying home. And it's inevitable some of the most vulnerable Afghans will be left behind. Sarah Morris, TRT World.